You guys are now listening to the Crime Pays podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my co-host with me, Young Glizzy.
Yeah.
Chill. What's up, Glizzy? How you doing?
I'm chilling. I'm hanging. I'm living.
How was your week?
It was uneventful, bro.
Uneventful? Oh, man, mine was good, dude. It was my birthday week.
Oh, yeah. It was your birthday week.
Yeah, big Taurus energy in the building. You know what I'm saying? Taurus season is upon us. I feel good, man. I feel grounded. I feel strong. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 44 years on the earth, 44 years around the sun, and I'm just happy to be here.
That's good, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's good. That's life, bro. Life is good. Life is worth living, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. What happened? No, the same thing right now. I'm buzzing off of the Zyn right now. I'm on the 6 milligrams. I upgraded from 3 to 6.
Yo, you're crazy,
so
dude.
I have massive anxiety right now. I got nicotine flowing through my veins. My heart is pumping fast. And I'm just trying to get through this pod.
Bro, nicotine is probably one of, like, the greatest things I've discovered for myself, dude.
Yeah,
like, it's bad for you, but I don't know. Like, when I'm after eating some Flanagans and then I having a few drinks and I just...
Yeah.
It's so relaxing.
I feel like it gives me mental focus. Like, I'll be locked in.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. You know what I'm saying? Because I have like ADHD and I used to always be hyper. Now when I hit the vape, bro, I just be like chilling. And whenever I don't have it,
yeah,
bro, I'm just stressed out about every little thing. Like you could look at me and say the dog needs a bath. If I didn't get Nick, like I'm like, fuck, why? Like I don't know. It's bad, but it's good at the same time.
All right, you been hitting the gym?
Yeah, I've been hitting the gym. I've been getting back into the gym.
That's good. I can see differences in you. You look more squared.
Yeah. It's good for you.
It's good to be young, dude. You know what I'm saying? I got to work out a year to make progress, and you could do it in 2 weeks.
That is a fact. In 2 weeks, like, every time I start the gym, like, in 2 weeks, I already start seeing a difference in myself. Because you'll always see a difference in yourself before other people see the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I start seeing the difference. I feel better. And the gym gives you, I think... you know when you wake up sluggish every day?
Yeah.
Well, when you start going to the gym, like that sluggishness just goes away.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder what it is.
Shout out, man. You're on the right path, bro. Keep on going forward, dude.
Yeah, you inspire me, bro.
Yeah. All right, moving on, man. We got the Diddy trial. It's all over the news. You can't escape it. You know what I'm saying? Diddy asked for a speedy trial. That's something that you kind of want to do when you're innocent, right? If you're innocent of something, you want a speedy trial because you know you're innocent and you want to get out of prison ASAP, right? So I feel like that's where it came from, but I think it was a bad move on the defense, you know what I'm saying? Because when I didn't know that Cassie was 9 months pregnant, dude. She's literally about to burst. I think that's going to look bad for the jury. You know what I'm saying? You have a pregnant woman on stage, you know, talking about how you beat her up and, you know, how you did all these horrible things to her. I think that's going to look bad on him.
I mean, what do you recall what his charges are specifically? I know
he's got all the charges in the world, bro.
Right?
You know
like he has drug and human trafficking charges,
rape
right?
charge, physical beatings. It's a whole RICO. And he's in a RICO by himself, which I've never understood.
Yeah. You know, he beat Cassidy. That's a fact.
Cassie, yeah.
But Cassie, right? But everything else, dude, I don't think you could charge him for, dude. Like, he was having freak-offs.
She beat him up, too.
Yeah, but there's not real equal rights.
I know.
Here,
Right?
You know
He's
what
a
I'm
man.
saying?
She's a woman. I understand.
Yeah.
A man should never hit a woman. It's a cowardly thing to do.
Yeah.
You're way stronger than her. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to paint her out to be this victim, you also got to understand that when she would get mad at him, she would punch him in his fucking face, too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she's not completely innocent of
she's not. I don't think
physical abuse if she's also participating in it. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
And from the defense, like I got to watch a few little clips. You know, like she was involved in that shit, dude. You don't get thrown into like a freak off, right? I'm trying to think of the right words so we don't get canceled. Yeah, but you don't go into freak offs and then tell people to do things if you're being forced to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and the testimony is crazy. If you guys see the testimony, oh my God, dude.
It's hilarious.
It's crazy when like
a lot of gooning.
When you have all the money in the world and you have access to all the sex in the world, how far and deep you'll go to fulfill your desires is just crazy.
You know, and it may.
And I believe that's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
I think that is
like
what
if
it
you
is.
could have any girl you want, if you could have on a yacht, bro. Today I want to go on a yacht and have a foursome, and you can make it happen because you have all the means to make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, then what happens when that gets boring?
Well, then you just start stepping up and stepping up and
exactly.
going up and going up.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like watching corn.
It's like a black hole, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start watching corn and it becomes, I'm not talking about me myself, but I'm saying like people, this is why corn is dangerous. Because you start watching corn and then it leads you into this kind of corn. And then you realize you like that kind of corn. And then it leads you into a darker one, into a darker part, into a darker. And before you know it, you're watching disgusting things on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's like that. Like you end up watching corn, and then next thing you know, you're watching anime. Next thing you know, because originally you just go in there, pick any video, then you start looking for specifics. Like, shit gets crazy. Yeah. That's the same thing. I feel like that's exactly what happened to Diddy. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily call him homosexual. I think he's a homosexual, but I don't think it started off there is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think it started off with him having whatever he wants, and then it just gets
what was nasty work is that Cassie's husband, he demanded to be in the courtroom while the testimony was going on. And I was like, yo, that's nasty work because as a man, you have to listen to your wife and the mother of your children talk about all the things that she did. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody's girl has done things, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, these were extreme things. She basically was saying, there was a male escort who basically was saying that, not Diddy. Diddy didn't command him to do this. Cassie demanded that he urinate in her mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the mouth that you kiss. You know what I'm saying? This is the mouth that you love on, dude.
Oh, my God.
And then there was another one where, she demanded that the man finish in her mouth, and then she took it out of her mouth and she would rub it in Diddy's chest. Pause. Ugh. Nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty work. When she said that, the husband got up and he stormed out of the courtroom, and you could see it. It's like it's everywhere. It's on TMZ. It's on Shade Room. He gets up. He bounces. All the cameras start following him. He looks disturbed. You know what I mean? You dumbass. Why would you go and do that? Because you must be a masochist, or you just wanted to make a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you put yourself in a bad situation. Yeah. Because you know what your wife has done in the past.
I mean, and they're also like they're living a pretty good life now. Despite what
thanks to
everything
Diddy,
she went through. Like before the whole trial started, I think he gave her over $100 million. You know what I'm saying? He was her trainer, and he was actually there during the time that they were together. When Cassie and Diddy were together, he was her personal trainer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he knew.
So he was around.
Yeah, he knew.
So, that's what's going on with the whole Cassie thing. I don't think Diddy's going to get away. I don't think he's going to walk away from this, dude.
Yeah.
I think he's going to end up doing a long time.
I mean, I think he could walk away from it, dude.
Well, hopefully.
I'm optimistic of the situation.
If he's innocent, I hope he walks away.
I think he's going to do some time.
If more things come out, and it just gets worse and worse, then I hope he gets what he deserves. I'm no Diddy apologizer. You know what I'm saying? I believe everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So for now, I believe in the justice system. Even though some people are saying it's the Illuminaries who are going after him for that lawsuit he put against the liquor company. He was like, part of like freaking the Democrats pushing the Democrats. He was like, he has his own Hollywood star. He was all over the Ellen show. Like he was loved by the left and the media for many, many, many years. It wasn't until he put this lawsuit against the powerful people that he did, and he won because he sued them for racism, and he won. It wasn't till that happened till we saw the downfall of Diddy. And I think that's why one of the reasons I think that this whole thing happened. Number two, I also think it's going to be his downfall. Like it's already signed, sealed, and delivered. He's not getting out of this.
I think he could get out. I don't think he could get away with beating up Cassie on the camera footage. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna do some time, but I don't think it's gonna be as bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna get full 20 years.
All right, moving on to topics. We got Tory Lanez, dude. Tory Lanez, unfortunately, was stabbed 14 times and nearly unalived in prison in California State Prison. You know what I'm saying? It's an unfortunate situation. They try to take him out. he got 14 stab wounds, 7 in the front, 4 in his torso, and 1 in his neck and 1 in the head. So, the backstory to that is, from what I investigated, there was a race war. There was a race riot basically in the prison a week before, and between the Muslims and the Mexicans, and they basically targeted Tory Lanez because he was a powerful part of their group, right? He has a lot of money, and he was using his money to take care of his people. So by going after him, it would be a big blow to that specific group of people. You know what I mean? I heard stories that on Christmas he laced everybody with commissary. Everybody had cell phones. Everybody had all the little things that everybody wants in prison. You know what I mean? So they were going after him. From what I understand, he was in protective custody, but since I guess overcrowding in the prison, when everybody goes to yard, the general population and the PC, they mix, you know what I'm saying? And at 7 o'clock in the morning, as soon as he got out of the prison, that's when they hit him. The guy that hit him was the Mexican dude. He actually had crimes against kids. He's in prison right now for, I think he shot like a 13-year-old girl that he had a relationship with. So he was also no good, you know what I mean? So he was in PC also, you know what I'm saying? Because he can't be with the other inmates, but they sent him to do the job. Unfortunately for him, you know what I'm saying? He didn't finish his job. I don't know if there's going to be consequences to that. Tory survives, and both of his lungs are collapsed. I don't, if you guys know anything about that, when your lungs get collapsed, you really never make 100% recovery from that. You know what I mean? Like you lose the power of your voice. You lose your wind. I don't know if Tory's going to be able to sing the same when he comes out.
The lungs do recover. You know what I'm saying? It's like a smoker. The thing is, they don't know how his lungs
There's a rapper called Beanie Siegel, right? Might be before your time, but he got shot in the chest, and his lung got collapsed. And to this day, he talks like this. If you see him on podcasts and things like that, he talks like that. So with both Tory's lungs collapsed, I don't know if he's going to be able to keep going. You know what I mean?
Hopefully he can. You know what I mean?
There was new...
definitely can't smoke no more.
There's new evidence that came out today. The bodyguard of Cassie Harris, right? If you guys know the situation of why Tory's in prison, it's because Megan Thee Stallion says that he shot her, right? Because he was dating her. He was also messing around with the girl that was also in the situation named Cassie Harris. Now today, Cassie Harris, for the first time, her bodyguard spoke out. Basically, after he heard what happened to Tory, he says that, I guess he had a revelation. He felt bad about it. He knows that Tory's innocent, but as being Kelsey's bodyguard, he felt like he needed to protect her, so he never made a statement on what happened. But today he came out, made a statement basically saying it was Kelsey who shot Megan, that she let off the first 3 or 4 rounds. Tory grabbed her hand. There was a struggle for the gun. The gun went down, shot 2 more times, and 1 ricocheted and hit Megan in the foot. So now he's coming out and saying that. Hopefully Tory gets a new trial. You know what I mean? And I hope, the prosecutors do the right thing and they charge Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's innocent, he's in prison, that's a messed up situation.
Yeah, for sure. It just sucks completely. Hopefully Tory does sing when he comes out, because that would suck. That was one of my favorite artists.
Now he's fire.
Yeah. Singer, rapper, he drops bangers back to back. Bro, he'll give you 5 songs in a week.
Yeah. Yeah, he recently came out with some songs from behind the wall through the phone. And actually sounds really good. Like, technology is crazy nowadays. You can imagine vocals coming through a phone, and then you're able to put that in AI, and it sounds like a studio.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But prayers go out to Tory, man. I hope he makes a full recovery. I can't imagine what he must be going through. He is in critical condition, but stable condition. God is good. And, Tory survived.
What a shitty job that prison did, dude.
Yeah.
They must be catching so much shit right now.
Yeah,
over that.
They should.
How you let a high profile person get attacked like that?
Yeah, but what about Tory's people?
What do you mean?
The people that are supposed to be protecting him, the people that he's taking care of. You're
talking about in the prison.
Yeah.
His group.
His team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys fumbled the bag right there.
Yeah, big time.
Tory's not going back to that prison. If anything, they're going to move him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were supposed to hold him down.
They should move him.
Yeah.
If they don't, that's even more stupid.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right, moving on. We got Kanye's new song, Hail H, dude. You heard it?
Yeah.
Dude, what'd you think of it?
It's honestly a banger. It's a banger, bro. You know,
dude, I think
the lyrics aren't good.
Yeah. That's true. Like, the production is good.
Yeah, the production, the vibes are there. The production's there.
I don't like when he goes, "They don't let me see my children." Like, that's just kind of corny. Like, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the lyrics aren't there. Yeah. Like, everything he's saying isn't coordinating with the song. Like, if you grab that whole song, the whole layout, the whole vibe, the whole instrumental, and change the lyrics, it'll be probably top 100 on the Billboard right now.
Yeah, like, if you look at it objectively, right?
Yeah.
I understand it's super offensive. I understand a lot of people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? But he is proving the double standard, right? He's basically, what his whole point is that the music industry is they're profiting off of the plight and the pain of inner city Black America, right?
Yeah.
Basically, the music industry will promote your music as long as you're talking about death, murder, and destruction of your community. All right? They don't have no problem with you doing that. They'll make a video. They'll get the best producer, the best director. They'll get red cameras out there. They'll push your thing out to every freaking radio station in the world. This and that. Blah blah blah. But if you start talking about the other people's pain and plight, and you try to make $1 off of that, then they'll ban you from every streaming platform, every lyric website, every AI. They'll ban you from it. And so he is kind of making his point. I could see that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. And I think this whole thing started after he made that Christian album.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was kind of getting started a little before, but, you know, it really went off after that Christian album.
Yeah. And, you know, looking at it, like, I understand he's an artist and he's trying to be polarizing, which he's doing a good job of. But, you know, the issue with his children, like, I kind of understand why the mom doesn't want him around the children, dude. He's openly talking about doing nitrous. Like, what is this whole nitrous craze that's happening now? I know I'm a 44-year-old man and this and that. When I was young, people would do these things called whippets, right? They would take these little gas things with a balloon and they would inhale it. But that was like something basers did. That was something like losers did. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now, you know, I go on my Instagram feed and I'm seeing bad bees, right, doing this shit. Like, they have a huge nitrous tank in their Mercedes and they're beautiful girls and they're hitting this shit. Like, that shit fucks your brain up. You know what I mean?
Yo, people have never been wise, though, bro.
Yeah.
You know, especially with trends.
Dude, listen to me, dude. Don't do nitrous, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Don't do nitrous. That should be common sense, though.
Dude, don't do nitrous. And Kanye, if you're openly doing nitrous, you're making this kind of music, right? You're dressing up in these outfits, and you got the whole world thinking you're crazy. I can 100% understand why the mother of your kids doesn't want you around.
Yeah, I can too. Especially with the anti-Semitic things he keeps saying. You know, you put that shit in a young kid's head.
Just the nitrous alone. Like, if I don't have children, but if I had a baby mama and I knew that she was huffing on nitrous, I'm not dropping my kids at her house for the weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm getting an attorney. I'm saying, yo, this woman is on drugs. I don't want my kids around that because I don't know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not trying to be sleeping at my house thinking about what's going on with my kids.
He's definitely not in the right state of mind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, even with his tweets, you know, like, it's like what you said. Someone needs to take his phone. No. They need to watch him. I'm not saying medicate him and give him psychiatry, but, you know, like, Someone really needs to watch him and babysit him.
Whatever they did to Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, and Kanye, I think it's all related. You know what I'm saying? I think they gave them some kind of cocktail to shut them up. You know, they did something to these people. Maybe it was just Hollywood sickness. I don't know, but they're all fried.
Yeah, Hollywood's sick, dude. There's a lot of conspiracy theories around it.
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
Britney Spears. She's horrible right now.
Yeah.
She's worse than Kanye.
She's cooked. She is
fried.
cooked. Yeah. All right. So Trump made a deal. You know what I'm saying? We had a good week of Trump deals.
We got another deal.
We got 3 deals. We got a trade deal with the UK. We got a trade deal with China, and we got a trade deal with Qatar. You know, I'm excited about the China one because they were like the final boss. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were worried about that because we buy everything from China, and that basically means, you know, if China plays hardball with us, then, you know, our Walmart, Target, our Shein, our Temu things, they're going to go through the roof. And, you know, people depend on those things for, you know, cheap things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girls, their outfits are from Shein. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my dress clothes, I get it from Shein for work. You know, Temu, you could get a lot of things for your house kind of cheap. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a promo run for them. I'm just saying, you know, how ordinary people utilize these things on a budget.
Yeah.
Right? You feel me?
They're good.
Yeah, for sure.
They are.
But it looks like those things are safe for now. A lot of the trade deals basically, you know, just better rates on our import and export. And now we can sell more things. You know, we're going to be selling cars internationally in the UK without getting hit with a crazy tariff. We're going to be, you know, the Qatar deal is pretty crazy. It's $1.2 trillion in economic investment into our country.
Yeah.
And they're going to be buying Boeing jets from us. You know, basically the scope of the deal spans from aviation, from energy, and from quantum technology like AI and other things that we are the leading thing in. You feel me? So, you know, gas is down. You know, even though you guys say the president doesn't control gas prices, gas is at $2.49. I filled up for $40 yesterday. That was great. Mortgage rates are down. Homes are still up. You were going to say?
Yeah, they say the president doesn't control gas prices, but God forbid the gas price was up, they would have said he controls gas prices. Same thing what they did with the eggs. When we're all talking about groceries, they're sitting there saying Biden doesn't control the grocery prices. Yeah. Then when President Trump came in, eggs skyrocketed. Everyone blamed Trump, dude. They got a lot of double standards, dude. Trump's doing a great job.
Yeah. We just need the cash to start flowing. They came out the GOP, the Republicans, they came out with a new tax reform bill that they're trying to get passed, and tax on tips is not in it.
That is a shame.
Tax on overtime is not in it, and tax on not taxing Social Security benefits is not in it. And who are these Republicans who are being traitors to the damn movement is what I want to know. Get these people out of office, bro. They're not America first. They do not want what's good for us. I don't know who owns these people, who's controlling them, but they suck, bro.
Yeah, look. Out of all of the things, right? No tax on Social Security should be obvious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why are we taxing our elderly people that don't work no more? Yeah. You know what I mean?
And they're on a fixed income.
Yeah, bro. Why the hell are we taking taxes from them? And then we keep raising property taxes. Like, you know what I mean? Come on. We got to give them a break.
Yeah.
These people can't work no more. Okay. Don't give me the no tax on tips. Okay. Don't give me the no tax on the payroll. Right?
Yeah.
But at least the Social Security one. At least one of them.
Nah, I need that. I need the no
I mean,
tax.
I need it, but I'm just saying.
No tax on tips to go through. That's part of what I voted for. I need that.
That's a big part of what I voted for.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's not over yet. It's still a fight. Let's see what happens. You know, the country is moving in the right direction. We're about 100 days into the new administration. Yeah. Hopefully we get what we need.
And they're throwing curveballs like a motherfucker at Trump.
Hell yeah.
So
our podcast has broke 117,000 views
Fire.
on YouTube. I want to give a big shout out to everybody who watches, who tunes in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. A majority of the views come from non-subscribed people. So guys, please hit the like on the video. Also subscribe. You know, it helps motivate me and Glizzy to keep on going. This is a labor of love. You know, we don't make money off of it, but in the future, hopefully we can, and we can make better content for you guys to listen to, and, you know, something for us to do. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for the 117,000 views. We're going to keep on going. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Crime Pays Podcast. I'm Mr. Sanchez, Young Glizzy, on the way out.
Yo, peace.
Yeah. Peace.